I have nail mail that I'm going to open up in a second. Just waiting to see if more people want to join. I opened my big mouth in a video and I said I didn't have any of the EnVogue brushes. So EnVogue sent me their whole case with every single one of their brushes. And Mary Ellen also added in her 2 gel brushes as well. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let's see the EnVogue brushes up close and personal. So this is the case. It's a nice size case. You can see how slim it is. Let's see how many brushes are in here. Oh, look at the brushes. Can we see all of that holographic on the inside? Okay, so we have all of the EnVogue brushes, and then we have, as I said, my friend Mary Ellen, who owns Creative Balance. She's the U.S. distributor and educator for EnVogue. She has 2 of her own brushes. So let's start with hers, and then we'll go through all of these, because I've never seen their brushes before. This is a really nice treat from EnVogue. Okay, so these are all gel brushes and art brushes. Okay. So these brushes from Mary Ellen, this is the name of the business, Creative Balance. You have the Perfect Polisher and the Perfect Sculpt. So what's nice with these brushes, and when you open them, all you see is this. You're thinking, where's the brush? Take this right here, push that up, and it goes back in. Therefore, when you were working with gel, because as we know, light, natural light, and LED lamps can harden our brushes, now we don't have to worry about our brushes getting destroyed. So, this is what this one looks like. This is the Perfect Polisher. It has a nice round brush to it. And then we have the Perfect Sculpt. I know, that is amazing, right? Once again, pops up. Okay, let me show you these side by side so you can see. Now, I have the old version of the Perfect Sculpt brush, which is the square one. And this is more of a really small, like, cat tongue. You can see both of the bellies of the brush. The rounded one is a tiny bit more fat. Oh yeah, no, I freaking love the fact that these go in here. Like, this is one of my favorite gel brushes, and this is her old one. So you can tell it's the same brush, but the fact that they go inside is freaking amazing. Freaking love that. So, just as an FYI, Mary Ellen only sells to licensed professionals, but if you would like to get a hold of her brushes, take a screenshot. It is Creative Balance. So this one is a crystal tool. So you have your picker upper and you have a dotting tool, which never hurts to get have a new one, because the one that I have, some of you have been in the nail industry a hot minute. This is what I use for I have literally the OG crystal katanas. So this is what I use. You can tell that this is a lot smaller in length compared to the 2 of them. And the tip is different. So depending on what your, Oh, I know. Ride or die. This is like my ride or die. Can you tell I have 2 of them? And I will not part with either one of these. But this is a lot thinner versus the OG crystal katanas. But this is nice, well balanced. Same thing with these from Mary Ellen. The brushes are well balanced. That's one thing I can think all of us as nail techs want, is a well balanced brush. Okay. have this one next. Now, I don't know the names of these brushes, but it's a nice handle. I like the grip on the handle. Hello. I like how the handle goes in so that way you have a place to hold it. And it has a nice point to it. I'm excited to play with these. Figure out which ones I want to use for what. Okay. Then I have a double-ended brush. So this one looks like a striper brush, but a really like fine bristle. I want to see how long this is. That comes right up to about like there. That's not that bad. That's a nice size brush though. Let's see what's on the other side. Okay, so it's a double-ended art brush. So you have a smaller one here and a larger one here. And then this one is right around, it comes up to like this line up here on the ruler. It's a nice brush. We have another gel brush. Oh, this one's a short like square. What's everyone's favorite with gel brushes? I'm usually prefer more of like a square or a pointier brush, something like this. But I like the fact that the belly on the brush is not that big. I don't like my brushes when they have like the bellies are really, really fat. And this, you can turn it around and do that. So it comes up, closes really small. We have another art brush. So this one looks like you can almost use it for, it's an art brush, but I probably almost use it for like aquarelle because I like my art like detail brushes on the thinner side, like this one. So you can tell the size difference. Well, this is the longer one. Let me open the other side. Okay. So the length is not that much different from each other, but I like my art brushes like really thin like this one. So I'd probably use this for like aquarelle or alcohol inks or something. Oh, okay, this is definitely a bigger oval brush. See, what's their other one? Yeah. So compared to the other ones, this is definitely bigger. So I have 3 different gel brushes to use. And then there's a longer, so it looks like this brush, but longer. Or it's just a wider, so almost looks like the same brush. This is smaller and this is a little bit bigger. And the belly on this one is definitely thinner. Okay, so since I'm on live, let's actually take this brush and let me show you how we break in a brand new brush. So when you break in a new brush, you want to use clear gel. Now, it doesn't matter if it's a hard gel, if it's a base gel, or a top coat. I always prefer to use a clear gel. So I'm going to use this one. Yeah, zoom in. So when you first get the brush, the bristles are going to be stiff. So it has a whole bunch of packing material in there. So if you've ever used any art brushes, say for like acrylic or watercolor, they're packed the same way. So you just need to break up the bristles. And you see all of that like starch, that white powder coming out. You just want to get all of that out of the brush. Then once you get that out of the brush, you're going to go in with your gel. So this is from their EnVogue's Slimline, and this is Sculpt. I'm going to take a little bit out. You can work it right in the lid. I have a silicone mat, so I'm going to use the silicone mat. And I just realized the end of this brush has a, oh, I like that. So you can get in and, or like clean things up on the side. I like that with brushes. So you're going to take, hold on, I'm going to go down a little. Okay. I'm going to take the gel. And you're going to work the gel through the brush on both sides. And you want to get the gel through the bristles. And then once you get the gel worked in there, you want to go in with, hold on, you want to go in with a lint-free wipe and just wipe off the excess. And then now your gel brush is prepped for any of your gel work. Same thing with art brushes, you're going to prep them the same way. And then say, for instance, if you want to clean your gel brush, whether you're using, doesn't matter what type of potted gel, especially if you're using like a potted color gel, and then the color will just build up in the brush. You clean it in between clients, use a lint-free wipe, but then when you want to completely clean the brush out, then you're going to do this with the gel. Just work it right through. So yes, that was my nice gift from EnVogue. And the case flips down this way and it has a cord. So I could keep this open like this on my table. Favorite... What length of nail are we doing? Because that's going to determine what I, you know, I mean, I can just show you all the, thank you. I can show you all of the forms I have. You know, some nail techs hoard brushes. This nail tech has an addiction to buying nail forms. Okay, short, medium. Short, medium, long. Okay, I'm gonna show you 3 for now. Let's start with the first one on Vogue. So these are a really nice length. And what I like about these is that, I'm just gonna pop it off for you. These nail forms are really thick. So therefore with these, you don't need to keep the tab on the back of the nail form. Because as we know with nail forms, either when the form is really flimsy, there is no aluminum in the middle of the form. So when the form still has bend to it and it's going to hold the shape, that means the stiffer the form, the more aluminum in the form, just as an FYI. This form also has the little lines on the side for your relief cuts. So that's why I like something like this. It's really easy to use. And then you also, from another Canadian company, these are the Ugly Duckling Premium forms. So these in length is almost the same size as the EnVogue ones I just shared with you, but these are a little bit thinner than the EnVogue ones. These I like when I'm doing my edge nail or Russian almond, any like advanced shape, because these can hold up the shape really well. These I kind of, depends on what I'm doing with the nail forms. That's honestly why I have so many. And one of my newer favorites, I'm not going to attempt to say her last name, Alina. She's a, I want to say German nail tech, but these are her nail forms, and Love Nails, L-U-V, Nails. She's based on the West Coast, and Jessica, she's the one that does Nail Camp East and West. She sells these nail forms. I think those are my current favorites. I didn't show you the rest. I have more. I feel like I just got called out on what forms are my favorite. No, I can never go back to tips. Once I started using nail forms, that was it. Yeah. I have others. I mean, you asked the question, so I feel like it's me to completely call myself out on this situation. I have these from Magic Gel. I have samples of nail forms from Magic Gel. Hold on, please. I'm not done yet. I have these really long ones that, no, these would not be for clients, because this nail form I use for any of my like extreme lengths. If anyone knows me, knows that extreme nails are slowly becoming my passion. And these nail forms are around 10.5 centimeters. And I don't think a client wants to sit that long. I don't think they're going to want to pay for that length. And my last roll of nail forms are also from Ugly Duckling, and these are the Z Extreme forms. So any of those extreme shapes that you've been seeing me post a lot lately, like the butterfly, the razor, a dragon, all of that, I've been using these. If no one has any more questions, I'm going to jump off. I hope everyone has a good night or a good day. And I will see everyone later. Bye.